What is going on? This is WrestleStar, and today we are going to be discussing some wrestling headlines, including the potential return of Carlito to WB, according to a very interesting report by PW Insider. We're also going to be looking at the success that AEW Double or Nothing was on Memorial Day weekend, despite going head-to-head with WB NXT Battleground, and we are also going to be looking at the things that AEW could not do during the Anarchy in the Arena match at Double or Nothing as well. So, with that being said, kick back and relax. Let's get into it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more wrestling content. Double or Nothing buy rate. Let's start there. So Dave Meltzer had the numbers in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter. Now, look, AEW did this interesting thing where they did not go with the world title as the main event. No. They went with the Anarchy in the Arena match, serving as the main event. They had MJF defend the world title in a fatal four-way against Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Jungle Boy Jack Perry as the co-main event. And then you had, obviously, Anarchy in the Arena as the main event. And Dave Meltzer talked about how there was an issue with, well, I'll get to that in a second, the Double or Nothing pay-per-view buys. So you had Meltzer noting that, look, according to early estimates, the show essentially did identical to Revolution that took place this past February or March. And that the streaming numbers, that includes Bleacher Report in the United States and Fight TV internationally, they also did pretty identical numbers to Revolution. Now, look, compared to last year's Double or Nothing, which was headlined by CM Punk versus Adam Hangman Page for the world title, look, it was down a lot, right? It was down 31.3% in TV buys. That doesn't include streaming, but that's still a significant drop-off. So where does things stand currently? Well, Meltzer noted that the best estimate currently is between 130 to 135 pay-per-view buys in total. That includes streaming. That includes television. Now, look, the numbers could go up a little bit. They could go down a little bit, but that's usually where the range is going to hit, and it's actually a very good number, all things considering, and AEW returns to pay-per-view on June 25th for Forbidden Door 2 with New Japan up in Canada. Next, let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's talk about Carlito, because PW Insider has a report that stated that Carlito was spotted in Orlando, Florida on Thursday. Now, look, the report added that they were told he was in town for WB, but it was unclear exactly what he was doing there for the company. Obviously, WB has a performance center in Orlando, so perhaps maybe they're in talks of him being a coach. I think if he was doing any kind of guest training, word would have leaked way earlier because everybody would have been like, Carlito's here training. So I don't think he was necessarily inside the performance center. I think they just met close nearby. Obviously, Carlito, a former WWE star, a former United States champion, a guy that is over like Rover with fans. He's been out of the game for a while in regards to full-time with WWE, but he did make a surprise return at the 2021 Royal Rumble men's match. I think he worked Monday Night Raw the following night. Obviously, most recently, he came back at Backlash in May for the Puerto Rico street fight between Damian Priest as well as Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. He evened things up when Judgment Day got involved. He helped LWO and Savio Vega, even the odds in that sense. I think it would be an excellent hire by WB to bring him back and bring him back into the fold. We'll see how everything shakes out. And lastly, the things that were nixed. There was a lot of things nixed for the Anarchy in the Arena match at Double or Nothing. And it was all because of the arena. Now, look, Dave Meltzer reported in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that usually AEW will go in the night before a major pay-per-view event for these types of matches, including last year's Double or Nothing that was also held in Las Vegas, that was also held at the T-Mobile Arena. And so that way the talent that are involved in these wild, chaotic matches can kind of go over ideas and scout out the arena and stuff like that. However, that was not the case necessarily this time around because the Las Vegas Golden Knights had a game the night before Double or Nothing. So they couldn't go in there and they could scout. More importantly, though, several ideas were nixed ahead of time. Meltzer wrote, in addition, the T-Mobile Arena gave the company limitations for the match, and a lot of ideas were shut down by the building because things that happened in last year's match. Quite interesting, if I say so myself. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit a like on this video, and I will see y'all in the next